Welcome to our comprehensive exploration of Stoic principles, where we delve into the timeless wisdom that can transform our lives. In this special compilation, we explore from virtue to fear and bring together 5 critical aspects of Stoic philosophy: the role of virtue, reflections on success and failure, the art of letting go, applying Stoicism in relationships, and the Stoic approach to fear. Each of these topics provides profound insights into living a life of purpose, resilience, and inner peace. We'll discuss how cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance forms the foundation of a meaningful life. We'll explore Stoic perspectives on handling success and failure with equanimity, learning to detach from outcomes and focus on our efforts. The art of letting go will teach us to release attachments and embrace change with grace. We'll also look at how Stoic principles can enhance our relationships, fostering deeper connections and understanding. Finally, we'll delve into the Stoic approach to fear, transforming this powerful emotion into a tool for growth and self-mastery. Let's embark on this journey and uncover the practical applications of Stoic philosophy in our daily lives. Topic 1. The role of virtue. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good and the key to a fulfilling life. Virtue, in the Stoic sense, encompasses moral excellence and living in harmony with nature and reason. We'll explore 5 core virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, and perseverance. These virtues guide us in navigating life's challenges, making sound decisions, and leading meaningful lives. Let's delve into each virtue and see how we can apply them to our everyday lives. 1. Wisdom. Wisdom is the virtue that enables us to discern what is truly valuable in life. It helps us differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. This understanding is crucial for achieving inner peace. For instance, a wise person recognizes that they cannot control other people's actions or the outcomes of certain events, but they can control their reactions and choices. This insight allows them to navigate life with calm and clarity. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, exemplified wisdom by remaining composed during crises, focusing on his responses rather than the events themselves. By cultivating wisdom, we learn to focus on what truly matters and maintain our inner tranquility. Wisdom also involves practical knowledge. It is about understanding the world and our place in it. This understanding helps us make informed decisions that align with our values. For example, a wise person understands the importance of living in harmony with nature and prioritizes actions that contribute to this goal. This could involve making environmentally conscious choices or promoting sustainable practices in their community. Wisdom helps us live in a way that benefits both ourselves and the broader world. Another aspect of wisdom is the ability to learn from our experiences. This means reflecting on past actions and outcomes to improve future decisions. For instance, a person who learns from a failed business venture might apply those lessons to succeed in their next endeavor. Wisdom encourages continuous growth and adaptation, making it a vital virtue for personal development. Wisdom also involves the pursuit of knowledge. A wise person is always eager to learn, whether through formal education, reading, or life experiences. This pursuit of knowledge helps us understand complex issues and make better decisions. For example, a person who continuously educates themselves on health and wellness can make informed choices about their diet and exercise routine, leading to a healthier lifestyle. Wisdom fosters a lifelong commitment to learning and improvement. Finally, wisdom includes empathy and understanding towards others. It involves recognizing that everyone is on their own journey and being compassionate towards their struggles. For instance, A wise leader understands the challenges their team faces and provides support and guidance to help them succeed. By practicing empathy, we build stronger relationships and create a more supportive community. Wisdom helps us navigate our interactions with others with kindness and understanding. 2. Courage. Courage in Stoicism is about facing fear and adversity with confidence and resolve. It is the strength to stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Courage enables us to face challenges head-on without being paralyzed by fear. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of enduring hardships and maintaining our principles. He taught that true courage involves not only physical bravery, but also moral bravery. For example, standing up against injustice requires courage. It may involve speaking out against unfair practices at work, defending someone who is being treated unfairly, or advocating for societal change. These actions can be challenging and may come with personal risks, but courage drives us to act in alignment with our values. Courage also involves perseverance in the face of obstacles. It means continuing to strive towards our goals, even when the path is difficult. For instance, an athlete training for a marathon must push through physical pain and mental fatigue to achieve their goal. This type of courage helps us stay committed to our aspirations, regardless of the difficulties we encounter. Another aspect of courage is the willingness to be vulnerable. It means being honest about our fears and insecurities and seeking help when needed. For example, admitting to a mistake at work and taking responsibility requires courage. This honesty builds trust and fosters a culture of accountability. By embracing vulnerability, we demonstrate true strength and integrity. Courage also involves taking risks to pursue our dreams. It means stepping out of our comfort zone to achieve something meaningful. For instance, starting a new business or pursuing a new career path requires courage. These endeavors may come with uncertainties and challenges, but courage helps us overcome these fears and pursue our passions. Finally, courage includes the ability to forgive. It means letting go of grudges and resentment and choosing to move forward with compassion. For example, forgiving someone who has wronged us requires courage and strength. This act of forgiveness helps us heal and promotes a sense of peace. By practicing courage, we cultivate resilience and inner strength. 3. Justice. Justice is the virtue that involves treating others fairly and with respect. It is about recognizing the intrinsic worth of every individual and acting in ways that promote the common good. For the Stoics, justice was not just a legal concept, but a moral imperative. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the importance of acting justly, even when others do not. He believed that by living a just life, we contribute to the harmony of the universe. An example of justice in practice is treating others with kindness and empathy. This means recognizing that everyone is deserving of respect and acting accordingly. For instance, a just person would stand up against discrimination and advocate for equal treatment of all individuals. This commitment to justice helps create a more equitable and compassionate society. Justice also involves being fair in our dealings with others. It means being honest and transparent in our interactions and ensuring that we do not take advantage of others. For example, a fair employer would ensure that their employees are treated well and compensated fairly for their work. This type of justice promotes trust and mutual respect in our relationships. Another aspect of justice is contributing to the greater good. This means taking actions that benefit the community and the world at large. For instance, volunteering for a charitable organization or advocating for social change are acts of justice. By contributing to the well-being of others, we promote a sense of interconnectedness and harmony. Justice also involves holding ourselves accountable. It means taking responsibility for our actions and making amends when we have wronged others. For example, if we have hurt someone, justice requires that we apologize and seek to make things right. This accountability helps build trust and integrity in our relationships. Finally, justice includes promoting fairness and equality in all aspects of life. It means advocating for policies and practices that ensure equal opportunities for everyone. For instance, supporting initiatives that promote diversity and inclusion in the workplace is an act of justice. By promoting fairness, we create a more inclusive and just society. 4. Temperance. Temperance is the virtue of self-control and moderation. It involves regulating our desires and impulses, ensuring that we do not overindulge or act recklessly. Temperance helps us maintain balance in our lives and avoid excesses that can lead to harm. The Stoic philosopher Seneca often wrote about the importance of temperance, advising that we should enjoy pleasures in moderation and not let them control us. An example of temperance is practicing mindful eating. This means enjoying food without overindulgence and maintaining a healthy relationship with our desires. For instance, savoring a piece of chocolate without feeling the need to eat the entire bar is an act of temperance. This moderation helps us enjoy pleasures without experiencing negative consequences. Temperance also involves regulating our emotions. It means not allowing our emotions to control our actions. For example, staying calm and composed during a heated argument demonstrates temperance. This self-control helps us respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Another aspect of temperance is practicing financial responsibility. This means managing our money wisely and avoiding excessive spending. For instance, creating a budget and sticking to it is an act of temperance. This financial discipline helps us avoid debt and achieve long-term financial stability. Temperance also involves balancing our time and energy. It means not overcommitting ourselves and ensuring that we have time for rest. For example, setting boundaries with work and making time for self-care is an act of temperance. This balance helps us maintain our well-being and avoid burnout. Finally, temperance includes practicing moderation in our lifestyle choices. This means avoiding excessive consumption of resources and living sustainably. For instance, reducing waste and conserving energy are acts of temperance. By practicing moderation, we contribute to the planet's well-being and promote a more sustainable future. 5. Perseverance. Perseverance, or endurance, is the virtue that enables us to persist in the face of difficulties. It involves maintaining our effort and determination, even when the going gets tough. Perseverance is crucial for achieving long-term goals and overcoming obstacles. The Stoics believe that life's challenges are opportunities to develop resilience and strength. An example of perseverance is the dedication to personal growth. This means continuing to learn and improve despite setbacks or failures. For instance, a student who keeps studying after failing a test demonstrates perseverance. This determination helps us achieve our goals and grow stronger. Perseverance also involves maintaining our commitments. It means staying true to our promises and obligations, even when it is difficult. For example, a person who continues to care for a sick relative despite the challenges demonstrates perseverance. This commitment helps build trust and dependability in our relationships. Another aspect of perseverance is enduring hardships with resilience. This means facing difficult situations with strength and determination. For instance, a person who continues to work hard despite facing personal challenges demonstrates perseverance. This resilience helps us overcome obstacles and achieve success. Perseverance also involves staying focused on our long-term goals. It means not getting discouraged by temporary setbacks or failures. For example, an entrepreneur who continues to work towards their vision despite facing financial difficulties demonstrates perseverance. This focus helps us stay motivated and achieve our aspirations. Finally, perseverance includes maintaining a positive attitude in the face of adversity. It means staying optimistic and hopeful, even when things are tough. For instance, a person who remains hopeful despite facing a serious illness demonstrates perseverance. This positive attitude helps us stay resilient and find strength in difficult times. In summary, the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, and perseverance form the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. By practicing these virtues, we align ourselves with the natural order of the universe and lead more fulfilling lives. Each virtue provides a framework for making ethical decisions, handling adversity, and interacting with others in a meaningful way. Conclusion: embracing the Stoic virtues allows us to navigate life with clarity, strength, and purpose. By cultivating wisdom, we make better decisions. Through courage, we face challenges head-on. With justice, we treat others with respect. Through temperance, we maintain balance. And with perseverance, we endure and grow stronger. Let these virtues guide you on your Stoic journey, helping you to live in harmony with yourself and the world around you. By embodying these virtues, we can achieve a life of fulfillment, resilience, and inner peace. Topic 2. Reflections on success and failure. Both success and failure are integral parts of life, and how we respond to them shapes our character. Stoicism offers a unique perspective on these experiences, encouraging us to maintain equanimity regardless of outcomes. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic principles can guide us in understanding and navigating success and failure with grace and wisdom. 1. Understanding success through Stoic eyes. Stoicism views success not as a measure of external achievements, but as a reflection of inner virtue and moral character. The Stoics believed that true success comes from living in accordance with virtue and wisdom rather than from external rewards. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The only way to deal with this life meaningfully is to find one's passion and put everything into it." This perspective shifts the focus from external validation to personal growth and integrity. For example, a successful career according to Stoic principles is not just about climbing the corporate ladder, but about performing one's duties with excellence and integrity. A Stoic approach would be to focus on the effort and intention behind one's work, rather than the accolades or promotions received. This mindset helps maintain a balanced perspective, allowing individuals to appreciate their achievements while remaining humble and committed to personal values. Another example can be found in the life of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who, despite facing enslavement and physical hardships, remained steadfast in his pursuit of wisdom and moral excellence. His sense of success was defined by his adherence to Stoic virtues rather than material gains or social status. This illustrates how Stoic success is measured by internal virtues rather than external accomplishments. Moreover, Stoicism teaches that success should not be equated with happiness. Instead, happiness comes from living a virtuous life and making choices aligned with one's values. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, we can find contentment regardless of whether we achieve external success or not. This perspective helps us remain resilient and grounded in the face of both success and failure. 2. Dealing with success and maintaining humility. Success can sometimes lead to arrogance or complacency if not approached with humility. The Stoics advocate for humility as a key aspect of dealing with success. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you have a success, do not be overjoyed by it. It is the nature of the universe to produce many successes and failures, and they are both fleeting." This reminds us that success is temporary and should be enjoyed without letting it cloud our judgment or inflate our ego. For instance, consider an athlete who wins a championship. Instead of letting the victory go to their head, a Stoic approach would involve acknowledging the achievement while remaining focused on continuous improvement and humility. The athlete would recognize the role of effort, teamwork, and even luck in their success, rather than attributing it solely to their own superiority. Another example is found in the life of Seneca, who, despite his considerable influence and wealth, maintained a humble demeanor and focused on philosophical pursuits rather than material gains. His approach to success was characterized by a commitment to virtue and wisdom, rather than seeking public acclaim or personal glorification. Humility in success also involves recognizing the contributions of others and remaining grateful. By acknowledging the support and collaboration of those around us, we foster positive relationships and maintain a balanced perspective on our achievements. This approach helps prevent the pitfalls of arrogance and reinforces the Stoic principle of interconnectedness and mutual respect. 3. Understanding failure as a path to growth. Failure, according to Stoic philosophy, is not a setback but an opportunity for growth and learning. The Stoics view failure as a natural part of life and an essential component of the learning process. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we are given a few years to live, but that we are given the opportunity to make the most of them." This perspective encourages us to embrace failure as a chance to refine our character and improve our approach. For example, an entrepreneur who experiences a failed business venture can use the experience to analyze what went wrong and make necessary adjustments. Rather than viewing the failure as a personal defeat, the Stoic approach involves learning from the experience and applying those lessons to future endeavors. This mindset helps transform failure into a valuable source of insight and resilience. Failure also provides an opportunity to practice the Stoic virtue of perseverance. By facing challenges with courage and determination, we build character and strength. For instance, an artist who faces rejection from galleries can use the experience to refine their craft and persist in their artistic journey. This approach fosters resilience and encourages a growth mindset. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to view failure as a part of the larger cosmic order rather than as a personal flaw. By accepting that setbacks are a natural part of existence, we can approach them with equanimity and maintain our inner peace. This perspective helps us navigate failures with grace and continue moving forward with confidence and purpose. 4. Balancing success and failure with equanimity. Stoicism advocates for maintaining equanimity in the face of both success and failure. This means approaching both experiences with a balanced mindset, avoiding excessive elation or despair. The Stoic principle of apatheia, or emotional detachment, encourages us to respond to outcomes with calmness and composure. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not be disturbed by the behavior of others, for it is their nature to act as they do." This principle helps us remain centered regardless of external circumstances. For example, during a professional setback, a Stoic would maintain their composure and focus on what they can control, such as their response and attitude. Similarly, in moments of success, a Stoic would celebrate their achievements without becoming overly attached to them or allowing them to disrupt their sense of inner peace. This balanced approach fosters resilience and helps us navigate the ups and downs of life with grace. Maintaining equanimity also involves recognizing that success and failure are part of a larger process and that neither defines our worth or character. By focusing on our values and principles, we can remain grounded and avoid being swayed by external outcomes. This perspective encourages us to pursue excellence while remaining detached from the results. Furthermore, practicing equanimity in both success and failure helps us build stronger relationships and contribute positively to our communities. By approaching outcomes with a sense of balance and humility, we foster a more harmonious and supportive environment. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with virtue and contributing to the common good. In conclusion, Stoic reflections on success and failure emphasize the importance of inner virtue, humility, and equanimity. By focusing on our character and maintaining a balanced perspective, we can navigate both success and failure with grace and wisdom. The Stoic approach encourages us to view success as a reflection of our values and failure as an opportunity for growth. Conclusion: success and failure are integral parts of our journey, and how we respond to them shapes our character and resilience. By applying Stoic principles, we can approach both experiences with a sense of inner peace and purpose. Remember, true success lies in living according to our values and finding contentment within ourselves. Topic 3. The art of letting go. Life is filled with moments where we must release our grip on things beyond our control, be it relationships, possessions, or past regrets. The Stoic approach teaches us to accept the transient nature of life and focus on what truly matters. In this video, we'll explore how to practice the art of letting go, embracing change, and finding peace within ourselves. 1. Understanding the nature of impermanence. The first step in the art of letting go is understanding the nature of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary, and recognizing this truth can help us detach from our attachments. The Stoics believe that everything is in a constant state of flux. For instance, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." By accepting the inevitability of change, we can learn to appreciate the present moment without clinging to it. A practical example of this is when we cherish time spent with loved ones, knowing that every moment is precious and unique. Impermanence is a fundamental truth of life, and it's something that the Stoics embraced wholeheartedly. When we understand that everything is temporary, we can approach life with a sense of acceptance and peace. This doesn't mean we don't value our experiences or relationships, but rather that we recognize their transient nature. For example, a cherished friendship may end due to circumstances beyond our control. By accepting this and treasuring the memories made, we honor the relationship without being weighed down by its end. Furthermore, impermanence allows us to let go of material possessions and external validations. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external sources. Epictetus reminded us that we should not be overly attached to possessions, as they can be taken away at any moment. By practicing non-attachment, we can focus on cultivating inner virtues and living a fulfilled life. An example of this is when someone loses a prized possession but remains content because their happiness is rooted in their inner state, not in material things. Understanding impermanence also helps us navigate life's challenges with resilience. When we face difficulties, we can remind ourselves that these too shall pass. This perspective empowers us to endure hardships with grace and patience. For instance, during a difficult period at work, instead of becoming overwhelmed, we can remember that this is a temporary phase and focus on maintaining our composure and productivity. 2. Focusing on what you can control. Stoicism emphasizes the dichotomy of control, understanding what is within our control and what is not. When we focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we free ourselves from the frustration of trying to control the uncontrollable. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." For instance, when faced with a job loss, instead of dwelling on the loss, we can focus on improving our skills and seeking new opportunities. The dichotomy of control is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It teaches us to differentiate between what we can influence and what is beyond our control. This simple yet profound insight can transform how we approach life's challenges. For example, when we face criticism, instead of trying to change the critic's opinion, we can focus on our response and how we can grow from the feedback. This shift in perspective empowers us to take constructive action and let go of the need for external validation. By focusing on what we can control, we cultivate a sense of agency and resilience. This approach enables us to respond to life's uncertainties with clarity and purpose. For instance, in the face of a global crisis, we can choose to focus on our personal health, supporting our community, and staying informed. This proactive mindset helps us navigate the situation with confidence and calmness, rather than succumbing to fear and anxiety. Additionally, the dichotomy of control helps us manage our emotional responses. By accepting that we cannot control external events, we can focus on maintaining our inner equilibrium. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions, but rather understanding them and responding thoughtfully. For example, when someone behaves rudely towards us, we can choose to remain calm and composed rather than reacting impulsively. This practice of emotional regulation leads to more harmonious relationships and a peaceful mind. 3. Practicing detachment. Detachment is not about indifference, it's about maintaining a healthy distance from our desires and emotions. By practicing detachment, we can experience life's highs and lows without being overwhelmed. This involves being mindful and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Seneca advised, "He who is brave is free." For example, when dealing with a breakup, instead of letting it consume us, we can acknowledge our feelings and choose to focus on personal growth and self-care. Practicing detachment allows us to engage with life fully while maintaining our inner peace. It's about being present and appreciating experiences without clinging to them. For instance, we can enjoy a beautiful sunset, acknowledging its impermanence and the fleeting nature of the moment. This awareness enhances our appreciation and prevents us from becoming attached to the desire for the experience to last forever. Detachment also helps us manage our desires and cravings. By observing our desires without being controlled by them, we can make more mindful choices. For example, when we feel a craving for unhealthy food, we can acknowledge the craving without acting on it, choosing instead to nourish our body with healthier options. This practice of mindful detachment leads to better physical and mental well-being. Moreover, detachment empowers us to let go of past regrets and future anxieties. By focusing on the present moment, we can free ourselves from the burdens of the past and the uncertainties of the future. For instance, if we made a mistake in the past, we can acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward without being haunted by it. Similarly, instead of worrying about what might happen, we can focus on what we can do now to shape a better future. 4. Embracing change and uncertainty. Change is a natural part of life, and uncertainty is inevitable. Embracing change and uncertainty with an open mind allows us to adapt and grow. The Stoics teach us to see change as an opportunity rather than a threat. Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." For instance, moving to a new city can be daunting, but by viewing it as a chance to explore and learn, we can transform it into a positive experience. Embracing change means welcoming new experiences and opportunities for growth. It's about being open to the unknown and seeing it as a source of potential. For example, when we start a new job, instead of feeling anxious about the new environment, we can approach it with curiosity and excitement. This mindset allows us to adapt more easily and make the most of the new opportunities that come our way. Change often brings discomfort, but it's through discomfort that we grow. The Stoics believed that facing challenges and adversities builds resilience and character. For instance, when we take on a difficult project, we may feel stressed initially, but by embracing the challenge and working through it, we develop new skills and confidence. This perspective helps us view difficulties as stepping stones to personal development. Uncertainty is a part of life that we cannot avoid. By accepting uncertainty, we learn to navigate life's unpredictability with grace. For example, in uncertain times, we can focus on what we can control and take proactive steps to prepare for different scenarios. This approach reduces anxiety and empowers us to handle uncertainty with a calm and focused mind. 5. Cultivating inner peace. The ultimate goal of letting go is to cultivate inner peace. When we release our attachments and accept life as it is, we find tranquility. This peace comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. The Stoics believed that true happiness is found in virtue and wisdom, not in material possessions or external achievements. For example, meditating on the transient nature of life and practicing gratitude can help us maintain inner peace even in turbulent times. Inner peace is the foundation of a fulfilled life. It's about finding contentment within ourselves, regardless of external conditions. For instance, by practicing gratitude daily, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of abundance and satisfaction. This practice helps us remain centered and joyful, even when faced with challenges. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. By taking time each day to sit in stillness and observe our thoughts, we can develop a deeper sense of awareness and tranquility. For example, a daily meditation practice can help us let go of stress and anxiety, bringing us back to a state of calm and balance. This inner peace radiates into our daily interactions, creating a more harmonious life. Moreover, living in accordance with our values and virtues brings a profound sense of peace. When our actions align with our principles, we experience integrity and fulfillment. For example, by practicing kindness and compassion, we not only contribute to the well-being of others, but also enhance our own sense of purpose and inner peace. To recap, the art of letting go is about understanding impermanence, focusing on what we can control, practicing detachment, embracing change, and cultivating inner peace. By applying these Stoic principles, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and find serenity amidst the chaos. Conclusion: letting go is not about giving up. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of attachment and finding peace within. By embracing the Stoic philosophy, we can learn to let go of what no longer serves us and focus on what truly matters. Topic 4. Applying Stoicism in relationships. Relationships are a crucial aspect of our lives, and Stoic principles offer profound insights into how we can approach them with wisdom, empathy, and integrity. We'll examine how Stoicism helps us handle conflicts, cultivate empathy, and maintain inner peace in our relationships. 1. Applying Stoic virtues in relationships. Stoicism teaches us that virtue is the highest good and should guide our actions in all areas of life, including relationships. Key Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance can profoundly impact how we interact with others. For instance, wisdom helps us understand the nature of our relationships and make thoughtful decisions, while justice ensures that we treat others fairly and with respect. For example, when facing a conflict with a friend, applying the virtue of wisdom means taking a step back to assess the situation objectively rather than reacting impulsively. By practicing empathy and seeking to understand the other person's perspective, we can address the issue more constructively and find a resolution that respects both parties' needs and concerns. Another example is the virtue of temperance, which involves moderating our emotions and reactions. In a romantic relationship, this might mean controlling feelings of jealousy or frustration and communicating calmly and respectfully. By practicing temperance, we maintain a balanced approach to our interactions, fostering healthier and more supportive relationships. 2. Dealing with conflicts with Stoic. Calm conflicts are inevitable in any relationship, but Stoicism teaches us to handle them with composure and reason. The Stoic principle of apatheia, or emotional detachment, helps us approach conflicts without being overwhelmed by our emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather responding to them in a measured and thoughtful way. For instance, if a disagreement arises with a colleague, a Stoic approach involves addressing the issue calmly and focusing on finding a solution rather than dwelling on personal grievances. By maintaining a clear and rational mindset, we can engage in constructive dialogue and work towards a resolution that benefits both parties. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of controlling our responses to external events. He wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Applying this principle during conflicts allows us to remain centered and respond with wisdom, fostering better understanding and cooperation. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to view conflicts as opportunities for growth and learning. By reflecting on our role in the disagreement and considering how we can improve our approach, we turn challenges into valuable lessons that enhance our interpersonal skills and strengthen our relationships. 3. Cultivating empathy and understanding. Empathy is a cornerstone of healthy relationships, and Stoicism encourages us to practice empathy by recognizing the shared humanity in others. Understanding that everyone has their own struggles and perspectives helps us approach our interactions with compassion and kindness. For example, when a friend is going through a difficult time, a Stoic approach involves offering support and understanding rather than judgment or criticism. By acknowledging their feelings and providing a listening ear, we demonstrate empathy and build stronger, more supportive connections. Seneca, the prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote about the importance of empathy in relationships. He said, "The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up." This perspective highlights the value of extending compassion to others and recognizing that our interactions can have a positive impact on their well-being. Cultivating empathy also involves being mindful of our own biases and assumptions. By striving to understand others' viewpoints and experiences, we create a more inclusive and supportive environment in our relationships. This approach fosters mutual respect and deepens our connections with those around us. 4. Maintaining inner peace in relationships. Stoicism teaches us to maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances, including our interactions with others. By focusing on our own responses and attitudes, we can navigate relationship challenges without being unduly disturbed by external factors. For example, if a loved one behaves in a way that frustrates us, a Stoic approach involves recognizing that we can control our own reactions, but not their behavior. By practicing self-discipline and maintaining a calm demeanor, we preserve our inner peace and avoid letting external events disrupt our emotional equilibrium. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "When you are about to complain of something, think about the people who are in a worse situation than you." This perspective helps us maintain perspective and avoid letting minor issues affect our overall well-being. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we cultivate inner peace and resilience in our relationships. Maintaining inner peace also involves setting healthy boundaries and managing our expectations. By recognizing our limits and communicating openly with others, we create a balanced and respectful dynamic that fosters harmonious relationships. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and finding contentment within ourselves. 5. Building trust and integrity. Trust and integrity are fundamental to strong relationships, and Stoicism emphasizes the importance of these values. By being honest, reliable, and true to our principles, we build trust and foster deeper connections with others. For instance, If a colleague relies on us for support, a Stoic approach involves honoring our commitments and being dependable. By demonstrating integrity and following through on our promises, we earn the trust and respect of those around us, strengthening our professional relationships. Seneca's teachings on integrity highlight the importance of staying true to our values and principles. He said, "A good character, like a tree, bears fruit only when it is rooted in honesty and virtue." This perspective underscores the role of integrity in cultivating meaningful and lasting relationships. Building trust also involves being open and transparent in our interactions. By communicating honestly and addressing concerns directly, we create a foundation of trust and respect that enhances our relationships. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of living authentically and maintaining consistency in our words and actions. To recap, applying Stoicism to relationships involves embracing virtues like wisdom, humility, and empathy. By handling conflicts with calmness, cultivating understanding, maintaining inner peace, and building trust, we can enhance our interactions and create meaningful connections. Stoic principles provide valuable guidance in navigating the complexities of relationships with grace and integrity. Conclusion: relationships are an essential part of our lives, and Stoicism offers profound insights into how we can approach them with wisdom and empathy. By applying Stoic virtues and principles, we enhance our interactions, navigate challenges with calmness, and foster deeper connections with others. Embrace the Stoic approach to relationships and experience the transformative power of wisdom and integrity in your interactions. Stay strong, stay Stoic, and nurture your relationships with grace and understanding. Topic 5. The Stoic approach to fear. Fear is a universal emotion capable of paralyzing us or propelling us toward growth. With the wisdom of Stoicism, we can transform our relationship with fear, using it as a tool for resilience and personal development. In this video, we'll explore key Stoic principles for managing fear, including focusing on what's within our control, practicing courage, engaging in rational reflection, viewing fear as a growth opportunity, and maintaining equanimity. Let's delve into these principles and learn how to handle fear with Stoic calm and wisdom. 1. Focusing on what's within our control. One of the foundational principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. This principle is crucial when dealing with fear. By concentrating on what is within our control, we can manage our fears more effectively. For instance, if you fear an upcoming presentation, focus on preparing thoroughly, practicing your delivery, and maintaining a positive mindset. You cannot control the audience's reactions, but you can control your preparation and performance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Consider the case of an athlete preparing for a big competition. The fear of losing can be overwhelming, but by focusing on their training, diet, and mental preparation, things within their control, they can mitigate that fear. Similarly, if you fear a job interview, concentrate on your qualifications, your presentation, and your responses. By directing your focus to controllable aspects, you reduce the impact of fear. In personal relationships, focusing on what you can control means managing your own reactions and behaviors rather than trying to control others. If you fear rejection, focus on being authentic and respectful, regardless of the outcome. This shift in focus can alleviate anxiety and empower you to act with integrity. By recognizing and accepting the limits of your control, you can reduce the power of fear in your life. 2. Practicing courage. Courage is a fundamental virtue in Stoicism. It's not about the absence of fear, but about acting rightly despite fear. Stoic courage means acknowledging fear, but not letting it dictate our actions. For example, if you fear starting a new business, Stoic courage would mean proceeding with your plans anyway. grounded in rational thought and preparation. Seneca said, "Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it." Think of a firefighter entering a burning building. The fear is real, but courage compels them to act because of their training and sense of duty. In everyday life, practicing courage could mean standing up for what you believe in, despite the fear of backlash or rejection. Another example is a student who fears failure but still takes on challenging courses to learn and grow. Courage in these contexts is about persevering in the face of fear. In professional settings, practicing courage might involve taking on new responsibilities or projects that push you out of your comfort zone. By doing so, you build resilience and expand your capabilities. Courage is also essential in personal growth, where facing fears, such as public speaking or social interactions, can lead to significant personal development. Embracing courage allows you to confront fear head-on and grow from the experience. 3. Engaging in rational reflection. Stoicism teaches us to analyze our fears rationally. By reflecting on our fears, we can understand and manage them better. Rational reflection involves breaking down our fears into their components and addressing them logically. For instance, if you fear public speaking, ask yourself why. Is it the fear of judgment or making mistakes? By breaking down your fear, you can address each component logically. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of things." Consider someone who fears flying. By researching and understanding the safety statistics of air travel, they can challenge their irrational fears. Similarly, if you fear failure, reflect on past experiences where you overcame difficulties and learned from mistakes. Rational reflection helps you see fear for what it is and diminishes its power over you. In relationships, rational reflection can help manage fears of vulnerability or rejection. By understanding the root causes of these fears, you can address them more effectively and build healthier connections. In professional life, reflecting on performance anxiety can lead to improved preparation and confidence. Rational reflection transforms fear from an overwhelming emotion into a manageable challenge. 4. Viewing fear as a growth opportunity. Stoicism encourages us to view challenges, including fear, as opportunities for growth. Embracing fear can lead to personal development and resilience. Instead of avoiding situations that induce fear, Stoics face them head-on, recognizing the potential for growth and learning. For example, if you fear a difficult conversation with a colleague, see it as an opportunity to improve your communication skills and build stronger relationships. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Imagine a writer facing the fear of rejection. By submitting their work despite the fear, they grow more resilient and improve their craft through feedback. Another example is someone who fears traveling alone. By facing this fear, they gain confidence, independence, and new experiences. Viewing fear as a chance to grow shifts your perspective from avoidance to proactive engagement. In personal endeavors, viewing fear as an opportunity means taking on challenges that stretch your abilities and push you to new heights. This mindset encourages continuous learning and adaptation, essential traits for success in any field. In relationships, facing fears of intimacy or commitment can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. Embracing fear as a growth opportunity transforms it into a powerful catalyst for personal and professional development. 5. Maintaining Stoic equanimity. Equanimity, or maintaining a calm and balanced mind, is a key Stoic practice. When facing fear, staying composed helps you think clearly and act wisely. Equanimity involves cultivating inner calm and not letting external events disturb your peace of mind. For example, during a crisis, maintaining your composure allows you to assess the situation and respond effectively. Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from mastering oneself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Consider a doctor in an emergency room. Despite the chaos and potential fear, their training and composure enable them to make life-saving decisions. In daily life, maintaining equanimity might involve staying calm during a heated argument, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By cultivating inner calm, you can manage fear more effectively and make better decisions. In professional settings, maintaining equanimity can help you navigate high-pressure situations with clarity and confidence. In personal life, it can enhance your ability to handle stress and maintain healthy relationships. Equanimity also supports resilience, allowing you to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward. By practicing equanimity, you create a stable foundation from which to face and overcome fear. To recap, the Stoic approach to fear involves focusing on what you can control, practicing courage, engaging in rational reflection, viewing fear as a growth opportunity, and maintaining equanimity. These principles help transform fear from a paralyzing force into a source of strength and growth. Conclusion: fear is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By applying Stoic principles, we can face our fears with courage, rationality, and calmness, using them as catalysts for personal development. Embrace the Stoic approach to fear and turn it into an opportunity for growth and resilience. Stay strong, stay stoic, and face your fears with wisdom and resolve. Recap. In our exploration of Stoic philosophy, we first examined the role of virtue, highlighting the importance of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as the pillars of a virtuous life. Virtue guides our actions, helping us to navigate life's challenges with integrity and clarity. We then reflected on success and failure, understanding that true contentment comes not from external achievements, but from aligning our actions with our values and accepting outcomes with equanimity. In discussing the art of letting go, we learned to release attachments to things beyond our control, finding peace in the acceptance of change and impermanence. This practice fosters a deeper connection with the present moment and liberates us from unnecessary suffering. Applying Stoicism in relationships, we explored how understanding and empathy, coupled with a focus on what we can control, can improve our interactions and strengthen our bonds with others. Lastly, we addressed the Stoic approach to fear, emphasizing the power of rational reflection, courage, and maintaining inner calm. By facing our fears and using them as opportunities for growth, we develop resilience and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Together, these teachings provide a robust framework for leading a fulfilling and balanced life, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism.